we have another guest section. What a surprise. I really need to be careful to not miss anything because this is like it's everywhere. If only the Majungas were here. Where is all the Majungas? There's 15 of them. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy and welcome to Jurassic Park Atlantis. Wow. This is a speed build series, almost 3 months in the making, week by week. It was 10 weeks that we were creating this park together in a speed build series, and before that we did this bit in a tutorial. This is, I think, the most complex and complicated build that I have done maybe ever, unmodded. While unmodded, I did some modded things in Evolution 1, but without any further ado, you have seen many of the things in this park and now you will see it all finished, and it's kind of huge, so I think that we could go right into it. We should jump right into it. As you can see, you come in over here, and at first it's a little laggy, I'm sorry, but there's just so much stuff. At first you go over here to your hotel, you have your accommodation, but we also have a square around the hotel, and in this square we have our Drysaurs that are okay. Now they're okay. They're not inside of each other anymore. This is the Drysaurus Oasis, like a little something for our smallest, cutest dinosaurs. And to the other side of the entrance, we have all the shops, and we have a similar square mirroring the first one. And in this small enclosure, we have the Monolophosaurus. Hello, little one. All green skins, of course. If you need to find out what the skins are, they are all listed in their individual videos of the Atlantis Speed Build series. And I did this again. I am very sorry for that. So clumsy with these handles, with these controllers. But we are moving on, and here we have the Euoplocephalus garden. And now that I remember how much work this was to align, because they wouldn't want to be aligned, and then I just said, okay, screw it, we're gonna have 3 palms here and 4 palms here, or is it more, is it less? I'm not really I'm not really sure. We cannot be that symmetric because I wouldn't be able to do that. And I thought I would do a fountain in the middle of the enclosure because I think it looks nice. It's supposed to be a garden, right? We have another circle. This whole thing is just running around in circles. Building this, I really felt like these were the circles of hell. Especially with all the decoration items. These are the Muttaburrasauruses and their Savannah enclosure. I do love the Muttaburrasaurus. It's one of my ultimate favorite dinosaurs. And the scratching animation that it has in this game is just so great. It's so nice. And for some reason they won't scratch now, but they're about to socialize, are they? Yes. It's a shame though that they have this kind of socializing animation, because that one is kind of like not the best, I would say. And their whole enclosure looks like this. It's another circle basically, but let's move on. Let's go over here. And we get to, how do we do this? How can I, because there's like 3 circles around here. Not really sure. Let's go in the order how the speed build went. So we did this, what is it? Guest section over here. We were trying to distinguish every single one of them, and after a while it just became, you know, like rocks and pillars towards the end of the build, because it was getting a little tedious with all these guest sections. But that's why I nicknamed it the Circles of Hell, the Atlantean Circles of Hell. And here we have our raptors. We have some dinosaurs with names over here, and I will show you the named dinosaurs in the end after we look at this whole build. So this is the Raptor beach. And when you put raptors at a beach, they need to have the JP3 skins. That's where I went a little off with the green and blue theme of this whole park. I said to myself that if it's raptors, it needs to be a beach. Okay, to the other side of this square, of this circle, we have another guest section. What a surprise! Such a surprise. And here we have, I'll show you this one at first. Here we have the Corythosaurus. And the Corythosaurus enclosure is like one of the one or two enclosures in this build that's not very original, and I didn't have like any plan for it. I didn't have that much of a crooked fence. No, let's run away. Let's run away from crooked fences. I didn't have that much of a vision for the for this one. This is another guest section around the Corythosaurus enclosure. Nice fountains, nice fiery pillars. And did we miss it? Did we pass the? I don't know my own park. Yeah, this is the tour that we have here, and this tour takes us to the Valley of the Gentle Giants that we built in episode 5 of the Speedbuild series. We have our Triceratops here. Let's get you in the sunlight. You're not in the sunlight. Okay, never mind. And we have our Brachiosaurus, Brachiosauri, Brachiosauri. Okay. Triceratops. And where's the Gallimimus? There should also be a Gallimimus. They're all kind of greenish, bluish. The Gallimimus, I think, is blue with blue-green with these red stripes. Very nice skin. I love this skin very much. I usually don't like, like very flamboyant, not I wouldn't say flamboyant skins, but like very, I like bright skins and bright patterns, but if the pattern is like very distinguished, like it doesn't blend well with the skin, I usually don't like it. But with this Gallimimus, I'm kind of, like into it, I would say. Okay, moving a little more further, we have the... Oh, I will show you this in at night, because these Parasaurolophus are the glowing Paras, and we need to see it at light. Here we have a little pathway around these enclosures, and I can already show you the Deinonychus Palace that we built in episode 9. Hello, you little weird creature. It has fin. It has fin on its head, and this whole thing also looks kind of like a fin, so that's why I was like, okay, they could be, like these water-based Deinonychus over here in this enclosure. They have something that I call a palace, and we have a nice view over here from this viewing gallery. We also have another viewing gallery, but this one is extra. This one gets the best view, so this costs a little more, I guess. Okay, so here we can go back to. This is gonna be so messy, but let's go this way to this circle. We have another guest section. There's so many guest sections in this build that I'm just gonna quickly show you like this. It took ages to build, and if there is one what is it, if there's one save file that I'd be willing to share, maybe it would be this one, because there's just so much detail that I cannot really showcase in like half an hour. I'm trying to go under half an hour with this tour. This is the Suchomimus Swamp Enclosure. Again, as you can see, all these enclosures are doing circulary. They are kind of circular. It's a swamp, so there's a lot of trees. And we've been here. Let's go to this section in this circle very quickly again. Some distinguishable features are the rocks in the middle over there, and in this enclosure we have the Baryonyx channel. again, I was trying something different, and it came so naturally, and I love it. I love how this looks. It looks so natural, like a channel between on the, you know, like there's the rock formation that's around, not that much greenery. I love my Baryonyx. And of course, in the water-based theme park, there has to be Baryonyx, Suchomimus, and Spinosaurus. This is the Bary Enclosure. Okay, to this side, we have the Hadrosaur Enclosure. We have the Spinosaurus and the Oloro Titan here. Two species of dinosaurs that I do believe belong together, and they are all very nice. I prefer the Sinto to Oloro Titan, some of you might know, which is a controversial opinion, I know, but we can all be the same, right? And this is the Oranosaurus, the Camp Cretaceous variant. I'm so happy with the Camp Cretaceous variant. It's a little too small, but it's much better than the mess that we had in the game in the first place, the one with no texture whatsoever. I'm sorry that I'm so bad towards the Oranosaurus every single time, but when you compare this is so beautiful. When you compare it to the Oranosaurus that we had before, I mean, it's incomparable. That's the right word, right? Okay, so that's the Orano. We can visit the Metriacanthosaurus right next to it. And in this enclosure, I went for an ancient city ruins, something that I repeated like twice after it because I loved it so much. I loved the idea, and I was pretty sick when I was building this particular enclosure, and I wasn't so satisfied with it, so I was like, let's do a take two on it, and that's why the Monolophosaurus Enclosure is very similar, and I would say much better executed. Also, the Dilophosaurus Enclosure is it's like this, but better, I would say. And let's visit the middle circle of hell. Of course, we need to have the Spinosaurus skeletons over here, because this is the Spinosaurus Enclosure, one of our main attractions, because it's in the middle. These guest sections, they look a little similar. I will show you the aerial view after this, because this is a lot to take in from just looking at it from this way. Other Spinosaurus skeletons. This was the point in the build where I was really overwhelmed by all of these guest sections, because I didn't realize at the beginning that there would be so many of them. This is the Spinosaurus Enclosure, the circular one with a Spinosaurus citadel in the middle. Here we have our first Spinosaurus. We have three Spinosaurus over here. This is one. I'm not sure which one is which, but I think this one is called Galaxy because it's purpley. And then we have it's all the name suggestions from you guys, by the way. This one is called, I think this is Arcane. The green one is Arcane, and the yellow one is Comet. But where is the yellow one? This is an enclosure that's inspired by the Hunger Games movie. I will show you a picture after I show you the enclosure. So it looks like this. It's basically, you know, like exactly like a clockwork. It has 12 of these little sections, 12 viewing galleries, and I think this is the yellow Spinosaurus. This one is called a Comet, and it's much less yellow than I remember it, because I usually use a yellow Spinosaurus in my builds, but this one is kind of like very, I don't know, faded yellow, and the dinosaurs are not aging. I don't know what caused it. Why is it so not? Why is it so faded? Anyway, this is the Deinonychus Enclosure. There's so many of them here, but we still have time. This is the Monolophosaurus Enclosure. Hello, monos. Again, ancient city ruins with these white stones. I did a bridge over here, or at least I was trying to do a bridge, like a fallen bridge. And I have these structures like resembling like what is it? What is it? This is the second thing that I'm recording today, so I'm really sorry if I'm not as eloquent. Yeah, these structures should resemble buildings, like fallen buildings. I can show you a little more of this, like here. So it's like basically halls and stuff. The same was in the Metriacanthosaurus Enclosure. As you can see, we have some resembling things, and it's overgrown by nature. Okay, what else is there to show? I show you the I really need to be careful to not miss anything because this is like it's everywhere. But let's check the temple, the main attraction, the Temple of Majunga. This is another guest section that we have over here. It's very rocky. I will show you this at night because it looks very cool at night with all these fiery pillars. But let's visit the tour. This is the Temple of Majunga. We go down here. We see our first Majungas. Over here we have 3 skin combinations for the Majunga. The black one is not my favorite one, but it looks cool. The tour goes over here, and it goes to this enclosure, which is for the Dilophosaurus. Like this. And I went with the lost ancient city ruins theme as well. We have these pillars lining up the tour tracks for the gyrosphere. We have these rocks lining it up, and it's all looking very ancient, very old, and like ruins of a city. There's all the dilos. Some of them were interacting, but I don't know like where. I just heard it. Oh, these are interacting. I love this. I love this so much. Yes. Okay, and the tour continues over here. I'm only 17 or 18 minutes, and this is my favorite skin. I hope we get to see one in the sunlight. For the Majunga, sorry. I sometimes keep forgetting it's not Majunga, but it's Majunga. And we go over here. I wanted to say that it's 18 minutes in. We are doing good time-wise. I started putting in a timer because after Yosemite, which was freaking 45 minutes long, and I had to cut so much out, I was like, I need to start timing myself with this because I always talk so much. This is the 3rd Majunga skin, which I love. I love the Majungas. This is a goat. Hello. I love this walkway over here under the pillars. If only the Majungas were here. Where is all the Majungas? There's 15 of them. Here he is. Looking cool. And here's the yellow one. The yellow one with the blue stripe over the eye, blue patch over the eye. It's the best. I will tell you the color combination after this. After I go back to the map. And the tour goes over here, over here, over here. And from this perspective, it looks like this. Very pompous. It's a temple. Ah, all these trees. I'm sorry. And they have rock barriers. I didn't want any fences over here because I didn't want it to mess up with my aesthetic. So initially, what I did in Evolution 1, I just did like this bit, like I did like 2 layers and something around it, but then I was like, I'm gonna do like 2 wings over here, and then I'm gonna do it like inside. But first I did this wing, and then I realized that I couldn't fit these over here, so I put it behind it, and I was like, okay, let's be a megalomaniac. Let's do this whole thing and let's do it big. And so I did. And I think that's all the enclosures. It wasn't that bad because I thought that we would have like much more to look at, but we still have a few things that we can check. We need to check. We have the overview that I need to show you. So this is the entrance point. Here we have the hatchery and the cars. These are the first circles, and we go over here to this, I don't know how to even call it. It's a monstrosity of a build. It really is. This is how it looks. This is all the Parasaurolophus are up here. Come on, like I wanna showcase you guys in the dark. Get down. So I wanted to tell you which skin this is because it drew. Oh my god, no, oof. Dilophosaurus. Okay, Amazon rainforest and Papurana is your best bet for the Majungasaurus if you wanted to look this pretty boy over here. Oh my god, I love this yellow one so much. Excuse me. And now we will check the night vision. And here we are checking the park at night. So I wanted to show you just a few things so that you get the idea of how it looks like in the night. Some scenic shots over here. And the temple also looks very, very, very cool at night. All of these fiery pillars, they just give it so much. Also, the Dilophosaurus Enclosure looks very nice during the night because it's all on fire. The fire hazard in this park is very real. Also, the Monolophosaurus Enclosure looks very pretty with all of these. Next to the Monolophosaurus Enclosure, we have the glowing Paras that are all... Oh, okay, they went down. They went back down. So this is the Parasaurolophus caves. They're all glowing. It's such a shame that their skins are so dull during the daylight, but... And when I say Parasaurolophus caves, please take it with a grain of salt because this is as close as we can get to caves in Jurassic World Evolution 2. We can basically just do these little creeks between the mountains. And I think that's pretty much it. We can also check the Metriacanthosaurus Enclosure at night, which also looks kind of cool with these pillars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that's it from me. I hope I didn't leave out anything from this build because it really went down quicker and faster than I expected, much faster than I expected. But I will show you one final overview at the night. This was at least 24, maybe even 26 hours. I'm not really sure. This thing over here took 4 hours. But I am really glad that you stuck by, that you watched this video, that you watched this park tour. I'm really excited about this park because this park really was, I think, the most ambitious thing that I ever attempted. And I'm really glad that I decided to make a speed build series out of it. Thank you again for watching this video. My name is... I didn't tell you the names of the dinosaurs. I almost forgot to tell you the names of the dinosaurs. So we have Galaxy over here, the Spinosaurus. Then we have Arcane, and we have Comet. Then we should have a Triceratops that's in the shadow now, but you'll forgive me for that. We have Ceratops, the Triceratops that's trying to escape this compound. Then we have our Raptors. We have Anti-Claws. And we have Alan. Our Baryonyxes are called Peachy, Lacey, Cornelius. That's one I think that... Did I name this one? Because I love the name Cornelius. Pebbles and Sweet Pea. We have Mangrove, the Suchomimus. And we also have Dirt Lumps. These are all the names that you guys suggested. Then we have an Ouranosaurus that's called Wojciech. That is a shout out to a friend of mine from the Czech Republic who really loves the Ouranosaurus and loves this game. So this one is dedicated to you, buddy. We have the Syntheosaurus Glowstick and Neon. We have the Metriacanthosaurus named Watermelon. We have a Deinonychus called Tadpole, as someone suggested that they looked like tadpoles. And I think that's all the named dinosaurs that we have here. So this is my cue to start saying my goodbyes. I really am glad that you stuck by till the end of this video. So thank you again. My name is Tommy. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you like my content, please do consider subscribing because I have more of these things coming up, more speed builds, more park tours, more parks, more tutorials, and generally stuff like that. So thank you again and have the greatest of the days. Bye bye.